Well. How's it going out there today, boys and girls out there in sporting land? As you know, this is JPC Sports, the home of the Common Joe and the Common Sally in the know, even more so than all those media talking heads, and even the athletes themselves and coaches. And the reason why I make mention of that is because today I found out that possibly Nick Saban is going to be marching with BLM. And I must say, it's got me a little pissed because Nick, I think, is just throwing himself out there into something blindly without doing any research or education. And he's just taking the word black out of BLM and just blindly following it, just like Najee Harris is doing, and a lot of the minority players on the team. And the only reason Nick's doing this is because, let's just say it, the elephant in the room, 80% of the team is probably black or minorities. And that's fine and everything that you want to try to, placate to the majority of your recruits and your players. And you want to satisfy them and be sensitive to their needs. I understand all that, Nick. But the thing is wrong and right is right. And this BLM thing that you've done no research on, obviously, and if you have, you're just doing it, like I said, to patronize your athletes, which is a bad thing, Nick. You're supposed to teach them life lessons, as you're always bragging about, and all these nice little speeches you do. But the thing is, you're basically alienating probably a lot of your fan base, because a lot of your fan base, is at least 50 to 60% Caucasian or white, however you want to say it, because, I don't want to say the wrong thing these days because everybody gets their diapers wet if you say the wrong words or say the wrong label. Basically, Nick, you need to do your job. You've gotten into that narcissistic view of yourself, I do believe. And I know this is going to be very unpopular among Alabama fans, but this is something that's more important than football, and that's our country. Don't just blindly follow a cause just because a lot of your players, who are a lot younger than you, by the way, and need your leadership instead of you just placating to them, they're just blindly following it. And there's a lot of minorities out there that can educate your athletes on this matter. A lot of ESPN people, a lot of people in the media that are of minority persuasion that can give both sides of the spectrum instead of blindly following a Marxist and racist organization. Now, BLM is not out for the well-being of the minority black race. They're not. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. I'm sorry to educate you upon that. But they're not. They're out for themselves on this. They're getting funding, they're getting money, and all that stuff. Now, for years, people have fought for desegregation. My father guarded. He was in the National Guard. He guarded the girl that attended the University of Alabama first. So, don't think you can just label me with some of these labels that you like to label people with just because I'm white. Y'all fought for desegregation, but yet you're letting the liberal side of the Democratic Party, because there are some good Democrats out there, you're letting the liberal side, though, of the Democratic Party fool you up and segregate us again with labels like BLM, Antifa, KKK, skinheads, black and white racist organizations. But they're fooling you up, and they're using the BLM and Antifa to split us, and you don't even see it. I used to be a Democrat a long time ago until I've seen their game. Their game is they want to keep minorities, blacks, whites, Hispanics, they want to keep us separated in odds because it's, for some reason, they see that as in their favor. I haven't really gone into depth to educate myself on why they do that, but they do it. Because the word Black Lives Matter in itself is a segregation. It's segregating blacks from whites. It's saying that Black Lives Matter. It's what it sounds like. Black lives matter more than any other life. Whether it be black, white, Hispanic, Asian, anything. So Nick and Najee Harris and all the other football players on the team, do yourself a favor and educate yourself before you blindly follow something that just the masses or the mob mentality is doing. Educate yourself before doing it. Because what you're going to do is you're going to alienate a bunch of people that you really don't want to alienate. You might not believe me now, but I'm telling you, it's coming down the pipe. And Nick, we pay you millions of dollars, man, to do a job, to coach football. Najee, the University of Alabama gives you a scholarship, a pretty expensive scholarship by most standards. Yeah, I know college players probably deserve to be paid a little bit, supposedly. But regardless, you're given a scholarship to play football. Nick's given a job to coach football. We pay him handsomely, and we give you a nice scholarship and an education and a chance at probably going to the NFL for millions of dollars. And that's what you're supposed to do. You don't use our university as your political tool. You understand? You don't do that. If you do that, man, it's just going to, like I said, it's going to cause problems down the road. Y'all think y'all are untouchable. Y'all been put on this pedestal to think that sports is higher than anything. And it's not. It's not more important in this country. I'm the biggest Alabama fan you'll ever meet. The least racist person you'll ever meet, more than likely. And yet, y'all try to turn us against y'all. Y'all try to force your views and preach to us and talk down to us and think we're too stupid to realize what's going on. So y'all just need to do your jobs. Play football, coach football, and if you want to do political crap, do it on your own time. Do it somewhere else, away from the University of Alabama. Do it on your own leisure time with some of your buddies that's not connected to the university, because it has nothing to do with this. Alabama, a lot of people have this misconception that Nick Saban made Alabama. Not true. Alabama made Nick Saban. I mean, y'all might get mad at me saying that, but Alabama made Nick Saban. Without Alabama, Nick Saban wouldn't have done this to LSU. He won one national championship there, but I guarantee you he would not have won multiple 5 or 6 national championships at LSU. He might have won one more, but not 5 or 6. Alabama was winning national championships long before Nick Saban, even before Bear Bryant. And they'll win national championships after Nick Saban. So, Nick, just do your job. Najee, play football, man. Y'all quit dragging our sports into your political agendas. And that's all I got to say about that. If y'all don't mind, like, share, and subscribe to this channel, even if you're pissed off at me today, because I'm a little aggravated myself. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go, and y'all take care.